Because I'll do anything for enough money, but like... It's probably fine. It's got a piece of spot removal and some ramp. We've got a lot of payoffs in the deck, so... Why don't we have red-white bordered posts? Do red-white border posts exist? They don't, right? There aren't 10 border posts. I just copy and pasted a deck list, but I believe they don't exist, but don't quote me on that. The Chalice one's actually a pretty good draw here. I've seen old Fate Stitcher Jeskai Ascendancy. Okay, kick it once. Right, so they're not gonna have Tron till 4, so we can multi-kicker this next turn for +2. Jacob, what is wrong, buddy? Okay, hold on 1 second. I'll be right back. You need this piece to go on the door? Okay. Buddy. There you go. 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 Guys in there. Sorry about that. A piece off of our truck broke. Very upset. Update the stream decker. Yep. Thank you for the reminder. I appreciate that. Christy came in and asked me to give Jake pretzels mid changeover. No, so here's the thing. One, okay, this is again, I'm gonna go off on an anti-Watsy rant here for a second. The company that controls the ban list, also controls how much the cards cost to buy. So if you're afraid of people like not being able to access new decks, they could make new decks cheaper. Like that's an option that they have. That's an option. And number 2, Magic is a luxury hobby. Nobody has the right to play Magic. It's not a basic human right that someone's been wronged if they're unable to play Magic the Gathering. It's okay. It really is. So that's our 2 seconds on that, you know? I yell because I'm loud. I just talk loudly. I think we're just roasting plus helixing this, right? I'm gonna feel really bad when they have a thing next turn. To make me, yeah, exactly. When people are like, it's like, Ugin, yep. We're just gonna die to this Ugin ultimate, aren't we? My body is ready to die to this Ugin ultimate. Alright, that sounds great. Yeah, they could be. They really could be. It's a reflex when, that's true. It's a reflex when people are irritating. Alright, so what are we doing here? So Blood Moon in general isn't amazing against Tron, but I think it's fine when our follow-up is going to be destroying lands. Gotta love the dead teacher voice. Say it loud for the Twitch nerds in the back. Troop Lion with the 8-month resubscription, 2/3 of a year. Thank you very much and welcome back. So Chalice is fine here. Roast isn't very good. These Lightning Helixes really don't do much. I suppose I could bring in like Pithing Needle and Path just for like when I don't have the Chalice. Wear Tear is like also okay too. Like most of these cards just aren't particularly good. Wrath of God's not very good. To be fair, our land destruction is very expensive. Our land destruction is very expensive. Do I have Angers in my deck still? I have 1 Anger. Most of our cards are bad. This technically has 2 lands in it, right? 2 lands, Chalice on the plate's probably a keep. I just play what I'm paid to play, Zach. I just pay what I'm paid to play. It's a respectful tribute to Armageddon, right? Do I just want to shatter that? I feel like I just want to shatter that. And now I get to play some 1-mana things, but like they had a guaranteed head Tron. I'm sure this is gonna find the power plant here. Yeah, probably dead. We'll play out the Chalice now, just in case my opponent's on all eggs and doesn't have any actual action yet, but pretty good chance we just concede to a Karn here. Onward, upward, backward, forward here. What does Voracious Worm do? Is that a new card or an old card? Voracious Worm seems terrible. I'm not sure what that card would do for the deck. Just to like play a 13/13 easily. Like inform it with Fatal Pushes and Path. That doesn't seem very good at all. This deck is a quick 0-3 drop. Do we see one more? Yeah, we'll probably reach back into the meme bin if this deck 0-3s. I intend to do 3 to 4 hours of Magic today. Yeah, our deck just really didn't do anything, which might be the norm. That might be what we're in for here today. Borderpost, Ramp, Chalice. I mean, like, hand has stuff we're doing in it. Export this really quick. How are the memes today? We're doing okay so far. The Cheerios deck was a guess. This deck seems decidedly medium so far. We'll see how it goes though. Tron's probably a bad matchup. Yeah, so the Borderpost, so the goal of this deck is to cast Wildfire ahead of schedule, which makes you sacrifice lands. So basically you're trying to take advantage of this symmetrical effect by just like not having 4 lands in play when you cast it. So basically we want to be able to play Blood Artist Viscera Seer. Okay, color me intrigued, opponent. Hey, Eco87 with the 8-month resubscription, 2/3 of a year. Welcome back. I do appreciate that. As always, subscriptions are the best way you can support my content here, so I really do appreciate it. I just want to ramp here. Maybe I'm supposed to play the Chalice. Opinions on Skyrim versus Oblivion. I really didn't like I like the leveling system better in Skyrim than Oblivion. I never really got into Oblivion. I played a ton of Morrowind as a kid and never really played much Oblivion, but I played a ton of Skyrim recently. Well, it's not super recently, like end of last year I played a bunch. No, Borderpost enter play tapped. He's enter played tapped. How could I? Oh, with this. Oh, dumb. Yeah, I'm dumb. I'm dumb. It's fine, chat. I knew I was gonna draw the Chandra. It's cool. It's cool. I knew I was gonna draw the Chandra. So like this is what the deck's looking to do, right? We're going to be able to cast this Wildfire next turn without having any lands in play. So this symmetrical effect is going to kill our opponent's land, but not take any resources away from us. And 3 hours later, the game is broken. Yeah, I do pretty minimal mods. Just the easiest way to keep the Elder Scrolls games from not breaking when you mod them is to only do landmass mods, basically. Like, don't do too many mods that like change the actual texture of the game, but like just like add this section off to the side. I kind of wouldn't mind trying the Belcher deck again. I kind of wouldn't mind trying the Belcher deck again. The Belcher deck felt like there was something. Oh yeah, Stony. So like, it's funny. The fact that Affinity is a deck in Modern catches so many of these fringe decks like this. Opponent concedes to the Wildfire. Got him. Got him. Alright, so this is certainly a rest in peace matchup, right? Probably have plenty of basic lands. There were cards. Yeah, I believe the list that we had been given originally felt like it had a lot of some budget considerations in it. Pyromancer's Goggles matchup. Oh, this probably is a Chalice matchup, right? Seems fine. Blood Art is targets, right? Yeah, Blood Artist targets. Do I want these ley lines to like stop any Blood Artist combo they might want? How do you feel about that? I guess this shuts it off too, though, because this says don't die. So you just want like a couple ley lines. What do I want Wear Chair for? Why do people keep saying Wear Chair? What card do I want Wear Chair for? The Zulapur Cutthroat doesn't target. It's fair. 2 Goggles is clunky. Oh, Wear Chair for Stony Silence. Right, we talked about that. They have black discard too. Okay, yeah, I'm just gonna do these. If they Stony Silence us, we're up a game. I'm gonna be okay getting got by that this game, I think. Why won't you let me remove this? I've gotten sideboard bugged out of this game, haven't I? There's 17, yeah, there's 60, there's 76 cards here now, so we're not gonna get to sideboard. Who knows what's in my deck and what's not? There's 61 and 15, and this deck is 60 and 15, right? Definitely 60 and 15. God, Magic Online is so great. Just a quality piece of software. That's true. The league is free now. Smart, thin. That's the best. The best will be if we cash this league too. It's like the trifecta. Like, the donation deck list, 3-2'd cash the league, got a refund on the league because it bugged. Just like, alright, so it's actually in my sideboard now. Both the Pyromancer. I don't know how we boarded. Don't ask me. His hand has spot removal, ramp spell, Wrath of God. Probably fine. You just go to the issue report form. So here's this is the dirty secret. If you wait to file for comp until you finish the league, because once you finish the league, they can't just nullify a match. That's how that works. So you don't wanna file for comp until you finish the league. And I don't do that maliciously. It's just like, I'm not gonna wait to finish my league for you to like remove my one match, right? Like, that's annoying for me, like, especially streaming, right? Like, what am I supposed to do? Like, stop streaming now because this match is bugged? No, I'm just gonna keep streaming, and then, you know, 3 hours from now when we're done streaming, I'll file for comp. Why would I want to fetch and see? It's just, it takes away the mystery. The mystery of what's in our deck. Because right now there could be, it is literally Pandora's deck. Could be literally anything. Chat doesn't appreciate a good mystery. Stain the Mind. Yeah, buddy. You get me. You get me with that Stain the Mind opponent. They don't want to get Wildfire again. My opponent got Wildfired last game. Was like, nah, bruh. I got you. I'm gonna stain your mind next game. Ooh, we are only one new subscriber away from adding an additional emote to the channel. I don't know what it's going to be yet, but we'll get something new if we get one new subscriber. So if you enjoyed my content in the past and you've thought about subscribing before, now it's a great time to do it. And if you have some Amazon fun money you haven't used yet this month, consider sending it my way. I'm gonna go ahead and Chandra and shoot this dork. Hey, Muzio! With the Twitch Prime support. That rolls us up. And this is Nilla with the Twitch Prime support as well. Thanks for sending your Amazon fun money this way this month. Hey! Subtrain, choo-choo! All aboard. Welcome, 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 folks. I really appreciate that. Subscribers are the reason I am able to do this as often as I am, so welcome, welcome, welcome. It was, in fact, a sub sandwich storm. This is, let's read them all again here to make sure I got them all. We had X Stena there. We had Musimoto. We have This is Nilla. Just Howie with the $4.99 sub. Tyranno with the 726. Welcome, 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 folks. And remember, new subscribers after about an hour, so it has a chance to sync. You should link your Twitch account with your Discord account, and then you can pop on into our subs Discord server, where we talk about magic and complain about bad luck and all sorts of good stuff, really. Sin Collector. Okay, so kind of punished for not having pulled the trigger on this Wrath of God, right? Kind of punished for not having pulled the trigger on this Wrath of God. I guess Everflowing Chalice is like working its way up here, right? So these are going to slam into Chandra. So this turn, I'm probably on like the kill your Sin Collector, Lightning Helix your thing. Yeah, so I'm going to do this. And then in response to them sacrificing this to this, I'm going to Helix this. So that way they have to sacrifice this so my Chandra lives. Hey, Hey, Classic SY with the brand new Twitch Prime support. Thank you, and welcome. I really appreciate that. So again, we got to respond to this, so that way they had to sacrifice their other thing. Now this has 3 loyalty, and this only has 2 power. I know this is going to get countered, but that's fine. I get to go ahead and Mind Stone into Borderpost, because we missed that last time. We're not going to miss it again here. So we get to Mind Stone. Go ahead and do this. I want to replay this land. Yeah, I probably do. They took my Wildfires out of my deck, right? So keeping my lands in play is fine. That's enough pretzels, bud. Finish those, then you can have more. This Chandra's probably dead. Hey, Mr. Silicone! With the 8-month resub. Welcome back. I do appreciate that. 2/3 of a year. Another cartel. Gave up on my Fun Money sub. I'm really bad at remembering my Fun Money sub. So she's dead either way. So I'm gonna go ahead and try and draw a card with her, see what we get. Survey says. That's pretty good, right? Oh, my Guardian Idol. Guardian Idol's so good. Guardian Idol's so good. He gonna hop right in front of this Cartel Aristocrat next turn, isn't he? I'm astonished you haven't found a pretzel. We should. I need to send some messages out. Get that pretzel sponsor on lock. Oh no! Oh no! The disenchant blowouts! What a tilt. We don't have enough mana to cast Chandra next turn now either. What a tilt. Modern with a twist. They saw the line. Get got. Cast with multi-kicker. Crank up the volume to 2. I think I'm gonna cash this in here. Alright. How will we win? Nobody knows. These are Jake's actually eating Clancy's pretzels, and they're filled with peanut butter. Man. That is a delicious Clancy's peanut butter filled pretzel. This stream's in no way sponsored or endorsed by Clancy, but Clancy, if you're out there, it could be. Alright, back to the magic. Fun stacking for 2 here. All right, so am I trading my Chandra for these 2? I feel like I am, right? I guess I could Tormenting Voice. If I Tormenting Voice, can I still Chandra this turn? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I probably don't need this Leyline. If I hit an untapped land here, I can still Chandra. Yeah, I'm gonna do this so I can hit Wrath of God to clean the board out. I don't feel really bad. Okay, so we hit an untapped land at least, so I don't feel too terrible here. This, like, isn't an excellent trade for us, but, like, even if I plus her here, she still dies on board. So they get to sack their thing to keep the Cartel Aristocrat alive. They get to scry one, but they get to clean the board up. I get to redraw on this Mind Stone next turn. Oh, this can sacrifice itself, right? Yeah. That darn disenchant for our Guardian Idol. You were the chosen one, Guardian Idol. You were supposed to best this aristocrat in combat. It's not long for this world. What you got? What you got? What you got? What you got? Blood Artist? Sure. And Zulaport. Disenchant's great. Most of my white side boards in Modern that don't have red have them. It's a Guardian Idol. Okay. Mr. Guardian Idol, I believe in you. Yeah, fits the thin. The TLDR of this deck is ramp into things and then kill all the lands with Destructive Force. That's the TLDR of this deck is Destructive Force and Wildfire. Pretty good chance opponent concedes this Destructive Force. Don't you dare Thoughtseize me. God bless. Are we dead? This actually kills us, right? This is actually lethal if we Destructive Force now. We can't wrap the board anymore. What a tilt. What a tilt. I guess I just passed here, right? I have two copies of Rest in Peace, and I have 3 Leylines in my deck. All right. Now we've reached the fuck it YOLO state. All right, come at me. My Twitter. Twitter.com/Jeff Hoagland. We're hoping our opponent sacrifices. We're hoping our opponent does this. This is, so are we still dead here? We're going to 8. No, now we live. All right. So our opponent decided to lose. Our opponent decided against winning the game. Our opponent decided winning the game did not sound appealing. So they have opted to not win the game by sacrificing a creature to save their Cartel Aristocrat. You could also animate the land. Yep. Opponent had a lot of lines there. I get to replay this land so this Guardian Idol can block. I think Jeremy's a prick and got what he deserved. I think Wizards of the Coast is a private organization, and if you're a dick, you don't have to be welcome inside of the private organization. One, two, three, four, five, six, seven. Oh yeah. Whee! Am I short of mana? I'm short of mana, aren't I? No, wait. Nope, I'm not. All right, good. Then we're going to beat him to death over the course of 5 turns with this Guardian Idol. 9 turns. 9-turn Guardian Idol beatdown. This Cartel Aristocrat has seen some major stuff. Can we not talk about it, please? No, I'm happy. I'm happy to hand out bans in my chat to anyone that thinks Jeremy's not a prick. That's fine. Look, the First Amendment guarantees you the right to be a dick. It does not free you from the consequences of being a dick. That's just the TLDR. It says you're not going to get thrown in prison, but other people don't have to deal with you being a fucking asshole. That's how it works. That's how it works. But my free speech, don't take my free speech away from me. That's not how free speech works. That's not how the First Amendment works. Yeah, there's my pretty lady. There's my pretty lady. Just got here and hit this button, hoping I can get back to watching soon. Hey, Tom, thank you very much and welcome back, but I do appreciate it. Whatever side of that issue you fall on, I don't care. That's just the truth, right? Just the First Amendment has nothing to do with allowing you to be a dick and attend private organizations. Thanks for being here, Conan. Thanks for the sub and the support. Chandra's gonna close this one out. Man, I could kill my opponent here, or I could draw 4 cards. I draw 4 cards. Was that wrong to draw 4 cards instead of killing my opponent? Almost certainly. But it's my life and I get to live it how I want. Don't be your opponent and not go for lethal. Don't you wanta Chandra? Don't you wanta Chandra? Don't you wanta Chandra? Don't you wanta Chandra? Yeah, they're still gonna die next turn, right? The Professor's video is a great link. That's the link. Nobody needs to post any other links in chat. That's the one. Pretty fair and reasonable overview of what happened with the whole thing. Yeah, I agree. Our opponent, we should not have won this game. Our opponent had all the tools they needed to kill us this game. We took the line of letting them not kill us, and then they chose not to kill us. I'd do it again. Hold on, folks, I'd do it again. So we're 1-1 now. Welcome to everyone. My name is Jeff Hoagland. We're hanging out playing some modern Magic the Gathering right now. If you're enjoying what you see, please make sure you hit that follow button. It doesn't cost you anything. It helps other people find my stuff. If you're really enjoying what you see past that, you can do what a bunch of great new people have done today already. Welcome to all of my new subscribers. Subscribing on Twitch is the absolute best way you can support my content. It helps support myself financially directly so I can spend more time producing content like this and less time doing other things to make money for the family and the kiddos. They gotta eat. At any rate, you can also support my content by supporting my sponsors, mtgotraders.com. We love to buy and sell Magic Online cards with you. If you use code Hoagland PayPal at checkout with them, you'll save 8% on your singles orders there. CoolStuffInc.com buys and sells a lot of cool stuff, including TCG singles. Using promo code Jeff5, you can save 5% on Magic, Pokemon, and Yu-Gi-Oh cards with them. InkedGaming.com would love to help you customize your gaming experience. Using promo code Jeff12, you get a 12% on custom playmats, mouse pads, sleeves, all sorts of different stuff there. You can upload your own custom artwork or choose from the wide range of custom artwork they have on their website. And finally, SpareDeck.com. They offer kind of a unique service They will rent you any physical standard or modern deck. Let's say you want to try something sweet like what we're playing here, but you don't own all these cards. You can rent it from Spare Deck for a weekend or up to an entire month. And using code Hoagland7, you could save 7% on your rentals there. That was me. I timed out Santos. I love people that are like, the punishment is extreme. He literally is just not allowed to attend sanctioned events for a children's card game. That's not an extreme punishment. That's like super mild. Like by all stretches, by every stretch of the imagination, that is not extreme at all. And if you think it's extreme, if you think it's extreme, you have no idea what extreme actually means. Oh, I missed one. Did I miss one? Did someone else get got? God bless him. Yeah, get him out of here. That Ripper was a permanent ban, right? Ripper was a permanent ban, right? I'd appreciate if that one was permanent. So this is interesting. So I can Chalice on 1 here, but I feel like Chalice on 1 actually isn't particularly good against my opponent's deck. I feel like I'd much rather hopefully draw a land next turn and Chalice for 2, right? Because that shuts off Goryo's Vengeance. Alrighty, good stuff. Good clean living here. Read the... It's funny. Did you know, this will be eye-opening for a lot of people that own Magic the Gathering cards online. Did you know if you read the Magic the Gathering online end-user license agreement, it explicitly says you're not allowed to buy or sell Magic the Gathering online cards? That's in the end user license agreement. On top of none of these things being worth anything, you're not allowed to buy and sell them for cash because they're technically not worth anything. That's in the end user license agreement, verbatim. Cannot trade them for money. It's literally in the thing you click agree to when you log in. Just for point of reference. It's a Rule of Law matchup. They're not Grish brand, they're the Grixis Goryo deck. I think I'd rather just have Leyline. They're gonna bring in discard. It's like, and that's pretty basic. Like I'm sure most people out there are using Windows, right? I have a Windows VM that I'm playing Magic Online in. If you read like the Windows end user license agreement, at one point, I haven't read the Windows 10. I think it was the Windows 7 agreement was the one I combed through. You don't actually own your copy of Windows. You are paying Microsoft for permission to use their software. You don't actually tangibly own things. This has a border post, but it doesn't have a basic. That's awkward. I feel like this hand's pretty good, though. I'm going to keep this on the back of the Leyline and hope to hit a second land. If we hit a second land, this hand's very reasonable. Yeah, but that I actually watched that YouTube law guy when he talked about the end user license agreement. He never brought up the fact that you aren't allowed to buy and sell the cards. He never mentioned it. Like, presented his case as like this objective thing, and it's just like, well, you kind of missed one of the most big important parts about this whole thing, is that you're not allowed to buy and sell Magic Online cards. So how can you be out money if you're not allowed to buy and sell them? I wish this deck was good and sweet, but I really kind of feel like, and obviously like this hand is kind of mediocre, and like you could argue that who passes the bar is still called a yep. Burgle, you're so great. You're gonna find my tweet now. Jeff Hoagland, MTGO EULA Twitter. I listened to it. This is verbatim This is verbatim from the end user license agreement. Wizards does not recognize any, I'm going to butcher this word, purported transfers or sales of digital objects, even tickets or other virtual assets outside of the software. You are strictly prohibited from selling, gifting, or exchanging digital objects, event tickets, or other virtual game items for currency or other value outside of the game. That's verbatim from the Magic Online end user agreement. Good game, opponent. Well played. I'm not a lawyer, but that seems pretty clear to me what that's saying. It says these things aren't worth anything, and it's against the rules to try and make them worth something. And like, I get that like one of my sponsors, MTGO Traders, they buy and sell Magic Online cards, right? Like there's MTGO Traders, there's Card Hoarder, there's tons of people that buy and sell these things. But like, that seems like a great cover your ass clause there, right? They obviously don't enforce that, but it's there, it's written down. I need some ramp spells, right? I don't want a 7-drop right now. I'm a doctor, trust me. It says digital objects, event tickets, or other virtual assets outside of the software accordingly. It explicitly states digital objects and event tickets and everything else. It basically says all of it. None of it's worth everything. I'm a chef, trust me, I know the law. And I'm sure there's something in there that I don't get, but it sounds like they cover most everything. And all I know is I listened to the YouTube law thing because it was interesting, because I find this kind of stuff interesting. Hey, the Hug the Qualifier with the 2-month resubscription. Thank you very much and welcome back. I really appreciate that. The wording feels all-encompassing to me, right? It feels pretty all. I'm sure there's some wiggle in there. We're just super dead, right? This deck is, I like the idea of this deck, but it's almost certainly not good. It's almost certainly not good. All right, let's try and board here so we give ourselves a chance, but probably just about to get beat down. Blood Moon's Wrath, Path in. I'm gonna leave these in because they clear the board, kinda. The only thing they did right with Magic Online is the EULA. Well, I mean, like, you're bound to get something, right? I'm gonna keep this. So, honestly, MTG Arena, hey, Phyrexian Mana Tithe with the brand new $4.99 a month subscription. Thank you very much and welcome. I really appreciate that. Welcome, welcome, welcome. It does seem like a worse restore balance, doesn't it? Correct, yeah. Yeah, like what they definitely don't enforce their end user license agreement consistently, right? So I'm just gonna kill this, and then hopefully they don't play Thalia and I get to Blood Moon them next turn. Maybe steal a game. Yep, you are correct, Topher John. Don't Thalia me, bro. Tilt. Alright, so we get to Guardian Idol this turn at least. If we get the legal department to rewrite the code. Deal. Take a Wrath of God. You're not casting another spell this game. Hey, have some mountains. This is how bad decks win games in Modern, right? Cast Blood Moon. Your move, opponent. Good luck, Godspeed. Hope there's Kessig Malcontents in your deck. And I'm not even going to Wrath at this point, right? I'm just going to go ahead and Chandra uptick. Alternate cost is a casting cost. It would cost us 2. So Thalia does make Borderpost cost 2. Hey, RQR Master X85. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Yeah, I know. That's why you got a timeout, Pinky. You've been here a while. I just want to make it clear that, like, we just have, like, a zero policy threshold for that kind of stuff. I probably just have to mulligan this, right? I just, like, need a Wrath, an Anger, or a Helix in my opener. This hand has 2 of those 3 cards. Sign me up. I'm gonna bottom a 6-drop. Watch him play hand. Some of these decks have been playing Kessig Malcolm Tent, which is really sweet in the board. I don't have a link handy. If someone else has a link to the YouTube log guy, feel free to link it. I think this is actually a Saffron Olive deck list. This is a donation deck list, so one of the subscribers submitted this deck list for us to play to get in the queue. They paid a little bit extra to bump it up the queue. So I do not have any thoughts, feelings, or emotional attachments towards this list. I wonder if they kept a medium hand on the back of the Aether Vial just out of fear of Blood Moon. Be good for us. Borderpost is it's an okay draw. It means I can't Helix this turn. You can learn more about donation deck list there, bit.ly/Google sellout. Really interested in that branch of mathematics. No, I never really got into anything like that. A lot of, yeah, this league was free. I mean, in fact, I'm going to open a text document here and remind me to file for comp. All right, God, are we going to win this game? I don't think you can do it inside of the Android app, Hats. I think it limits you on that. Yeah, wow, they just kept a really bad hand on the back of these Aether Vials. Yeah, so I think even if they want to bring Modern to MTG Arena, though, I think it's probably far enough out that it's just like, well, it's probably a few years, right? Like, and not to mention like Legacy or Vintage. So like, honestly, I think MTGO Arena is a bigger threat to Modern than it is to Magic Online as a whole, because I think we're almost certainly going to see a new Magic format pop up based around what's legal on that client, right? That's pretty good. So we're gonna see WOG here probably. Yep. So next turn, I could potentially... We need to dodge Mantis Rider here, right? If they have a snake, they can kill my Chandra. If they don't have a snake, I could plush Chandra and then Pyromancer's Goggles and then Goggles my Lightning Helix. Okay. Oh, they didn't push it to 3. That's good for us. It is, right? Like, when people are going off about, what's it called? Hey, Hats with the Twitch Prime. Thanks, buddy. I appreciate the Amazon Fun money. Were you able to do it in the Android app, or did you have to go to a desktop browser? Just for my own reference when directing people in the future. They have a Thalia here, Lieutenant. And they have, oh, Freebooter. Okay, so we're gonna take my Helix. That's pretty good. I guess I can Chandra downtick, kill the Freebooter. Like, trade it here. Oh, and they have a Lieutenant, so that's not an option anymore. This Humans deck is really good. Anger off the top one time. Mind Stone. I think I just try and draw a card and go for Anger, right? It just, like, has to be Anger this turn. I have 1 Anger in my deck, which is really sad. Yeah, I guess I cast her. She's gonna gain me some health. And then I plus her for mana and cast this Mind Stone. Had to go to the PC. Hey, Wallace with the Twitch Prime support as well. Thank you very much and welcome, folks. Oh, I should have just shot this, right? That's dumb. That was really dumb. I just had it in my head that I didn't have enough loyalty. Yeah, I should have shot the Meddling Mage on WoG. Punted this game. I was reading chat and talking about Amazon Prime stuff, and yep. Guess who's dead? Dead again. Hoagland's dead. Alright, well that means if I draw an untapped land next turn, we can Chandra Flamecaller. Am I dead? I'm not dead, right? This is only 6, 7, 8, 9. Dead to Lieutenant, dead to Phantasmal Image. Would have been dead to whatever it's called too. And dead now. Yep. Punted that game. Should have killed that, then could have wogged last turn. No, there was one explicitly about Wizards of the Coast. Alright, well that's the end of that league. I think we have time for a third here. We have Ape Dredge on the docket next. Ape Dredge has the most democracy points behind it currently. So final thoughts on the Wildfire list before we close. Because I like to give final thoughts on the Wildfire list. I think we probably could have been 2-2 there if I played a little better. I also think my last round opponent kept like a really crappy hand just because they were terrified of Blood Moon. I think if you're gonna go ahead and play something like this, you should probably just play Blood Moons in the main deck. Just like this deck's really clunky and awkward, and you need cards that are gonna let you steal games to weigh out the games that you're just gonna lose because your deck's clunky and awkward. This split on Chandras I think is pretty wrong. This Chandra making mana just like helps our primary game plan. So I think you should just have 4 Chandra Torture Defiance. It's possible like you can have a 5th Chandra as a Chandra Pyromaster, but I think that was the right YouTube channel, Johnny. I think you'd want 4 Torture Defiance before you even touch Pyromaster. The deck's cute. It's got a neat idea trying to ramp up into these wildfires and destructive forces. I also just think like that match we lost to the Grixis Goryo deck, right? Just like there's a lot of decks that just like don't care about the axis this is attacking on. So I don't think this is something I'd play again unless someone sent a pretty large donation for it. It just isn't particularly good, but if the format you're expecting is particularly creature based, this might be fine, and definitely make at least a couple of those small changes I suggested. All right, what are we doing?